is just another example of them not wanting to be a family with us. It's been like this from the beginning.
This is a special in-depth Robyn and Kody's Kids Where Are They Now update for 2024. Robyn and Kody's kids, Dayton, Aurora, Breanna, Solomon, and Ariella, are a bit more mysterious and hard to do an update on, to be honest. But since they appeared to be missing at Garrison's National Guard Memorial last month, I couldn't help but wonder, where the heck are Robyn and Kody's kids? Kody and Robyn entered a spiritual union in May 2010 and, in my opinion, duped Mary into divorcing Kody so they could get legally married in 2014. It's been well documented that maybe because Robyn is the favorite wife, that her kids seem to be favored by Kody as well. So let's start from the beginning. It's well documented as well that Robyn lived in Montana and was married to David Jessup from 1999 to 2007. In earlier seasons, she told the family that she regretted giving away her purity to someone who didn't deserve it. And from all appearances, this is probably David Jessup. It's also been insinuated on the show that the marriage was toxic and that there were terrible things going on in the marriage. They had 3 children ultimately, their son David, Dayton, and daughters Aurora and Breanna, who Kody eventually adopted in 2014 in front of the whole family and a judge. Robyn and Kody later had Solomon and Ariella, Kody's youngest children. Robyn's kids had a bit of a tough go fitting in with the Brown kids initially. Some of the kids didn't really accept them easily. Peyton Brown, Christine's son, admitted himself that he was rude to them growing up, but ultimately changed his tune and realized that he shouldn't have done that. The fact that the kids didn't fit in easily seemed to really strike a nerve with Robyn, who just keeps reiterating her feelings of rejection on the show. And she's the one who took her kids out of a Christmas gift exchange because the other kids were trying to organize them and she was scared, I don't know, that her kids would get hurt in some way. So let's start with David Dayton Preston, Robyn's oldest child with her ex-husband. He was born January 16th, 2000, so he is 24 years old at this point. Dayton was diagnosed with Asperger's, which is a form of autism spectrum disorder. It's a developmental disorder. As a person with Asperger's, Dayton may have a hard time relating to others socially, could have repetitive behavior patterns, and could have a narrow range of interests. That being said, it's on a spectrum, so everyone's different. Robyn had previously said in her blog that he was evaluated at school after showing signs. We know that Dayton at one point got into a really bad ATV accident when he was out of town with friends, and it left a big scar above his eye. That being said, apparently he didn't want it to be a storyline, so Robyn really never went into it, to be honest, but it was a storyline for a moment when he was brave enough to get back on an ATV when they went to visit a family while on an RV trip in earlier seasons. Word on the street is that Dayton may be living on Kody and Robyn's property in an RV, and that Dayton has graduated from Northern Arizona University. He's very bright and was a triple major. According to his LinkedIn, his majors were marketing, information systems management, and business. There was also a Reddit thread that claimed that Peyton said that Dayton was living off grid on a spiritual journey. And I mean, we can take that one with a grain of salt, but who knows? Let's move on to Aurora Alice, who was born in June 2002. She is 22 years old. What we know about Aurora is that she attended Northern Arizona University, and people are saying she studied astronomy. In a scene from Sister Wives, she admitted that she used to run into Gabe there and they would hug, and she saw nothing wrong with that because Gabe was always very nice to her. Aurora also had some struggles with panic attacks. They've happened on camera once when they were talking about moving, which was probably a trigger because it was a stressful situation. And Aurora said that she struggles with not blaming herself for the panic attack, and she needs to continue to understand that she can't really control it and that it's not her fault. As far as we know, Aurora still lives at home with Kody and Robyn at the moment. Breanna Rose was born in October 2005. As far as we know, she's attending Northern Arizona University, and on her LinkedIn it says that her major is music performance, vocal, and general. It says that she's set to graduate in 2027, it says, but her entry date was 2022, so I don't know why there's a huge gap there. But I mean, I guess they all went to the same university. Fans became worried about Breanna this season when she completely broke down in tears talking about how she's not close to Savannah, Janelle's daughter. She just seemed highly emotional. Janelle had said on the show, Savannah and Breanna have no relationship. They sort of say hi. No, they don't even do that. They ignore each other in the halls at school. So Janelle, and that was around the time where she confirmed her separation with Kody on the show. So yeah, Breanna did seem to me a little bit unhinged in her confessionals this season. I don't know if unhinged is the right word. I just mean like emotionally reactive. Maybe she inherited Robyn's crying gene, who knows? By all assumptions, it seems Breanna still lives at home with Robyn and Kody, which is kind of controversial because remember when Kody talked about his adult children and how they need to like move out or whatever? These kids are not moving out. I mean, from what I see or hear, I don't think that they've left. Who knows? They might soon, or they might be saving money in this economy. But now let's talk about Solomon Kody, who was born in October 2011. He is Kody's 17th child. And they also had Ariella, who was born in January 2016. And I'm sure they're living a great life in their Flagstaff mansion, but a lot of separation between Robyns Kids and the other kids, which I'm sure is not pleasant. So hopefully in the future they can all kind of reconcile and have more of a relationship there. Thank you so much for joining me for my Robyn and Kody's Kids update. Where are they now in 2024? And I'll be back with more Sister Wives updates. Bye guys!